How about you? How did you get in touch with an advocate, and what was that process like for you, and what was going through your mind? And
For me, it was a long process.
okay,
I actually called a couple like rape response. I didn't know who to call. And it was actually almost 4 years to the time that I actually started working with Eliza. Because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know anything about like, could I do something about it? How do I do something about it? So I just went online and I started researching, who does a person call in this instance? And that's how I ended up with the helpline. Similar to you, making one phone call, oh no, that's not who I call, and then finding out someone else. And at that time, same experience. They were really good. Whoever answered the phone wasn't the actual advocate that phoned me back, but they did phone me back. And at that time, they just answered a lot of questions that I have about what do I do since it's been so many years? And I'm just now realizing the ramifications and the consequences of being abused. And I'm like old now. Does that count? And so she was really lovely. And then about a year or so later, um, I thought, okay, I'm ready. I'll do something. And then I called and spoke to yet another advocate. And I said, okay, I think I'm ready. And so they talked to me for a bit and asked me some questions. And then I was like, okay, I don't know that I'm ready. So I went back, kept going to analysis and therapy in the meantime, and trying to feel courageous enough, I guess that's the word, courageous enough to tell my story and not be ashamed that I had waited so long, or, you know, not feeling like I was the one that did something bad. Um, and that's how I landed with Eliza. And um, I say this with the utmost respect. That woman has helped me in more ways than I could imagine. And it's when I was talking to her specifically, I was very nervous about moving forward. So that kind of bought me some time to do some more deeper work about disclosing and talking about the incidences and feeling out family members. And Eliza was there the whole time. And she'd say, call me anytime you need to. And then I would not call her. And then so she would call me. And I'd be like, oh, she's still here. Like, she's still here. We haven't done anything together. We haven't started any process or anything. And she was still there. And no pressure, just checking in. And am I still feeling ready? And how can she help? And I felt like even when I would feel wobbly, if I leaned back a little bit or tried to escape, like I kind of felt like she was just like right there going, it's good. Like we're right here. We don't have to go forward and we can. So yeah, I think that's what it was like to work with an advocate.
yeah, well, you have a lot of courage to do what you did. I mean, to finally come forward, and it's okay that it takes time. I was scared to call, but I did, and you're right. Eliza was amazing. I mean, she has just been there, just open door. Call me whenever you need to, and she's called me when I haven't called her, like you. And she helped me to understand that what happened to me wasn't my fault, and that helped me to just continue forward with what I needed to do. So I just couldn't have done it without her, honestly.
Yeah, I have to agree. Just the reaching out, and like that in and itself was like an energy suck. Like just to actually reach out, it took a lot more courage and energy than I in my mind, like, oh yeah, I'll just call. But then the act of doing it, to go from my mind to doing, was surprisingly tough. And I'm so grateful that I was met on the other side by, that's fine. Like two other advocates answered a bunch of questions before I actually started working with them. But I was received in such a way that, oh, like you're just there and it's okay. So I think that initial step was the hardest, and then it was kind of momentum kind of helped the process, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.